Annyeong Buzz, everyone. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the hottest news in K-pop and Korean entertainment. Today, we're talking about something that's honestly a bit heartbreaking, but also completely understandable. Yes, we're talking about G-Dragon and the sudden postponement of his Thailand concert next month. So here's what went down. G-Dragon was scheduled to perform in Bangkok on August 2nd as part of his highly anticipated world tour, Übermancy. The venue? None other than Rajamangala National Stadium, which is a massive outdoor stadium. But unfortunately, the show has now been postponed. Why? Well, this is where it gets serious. Thailand is currently going through an extreme heat wave. We're talking record-breaking temperatures and rising cases of heat stroke. It's no joke. G-Dragon's agency Galaxy Corporation made an official announcement on July 11th, stating that they deeply regret the postponement, but emphasized that the decision was made with fan safety in mind. Now let's take a second and think about that. As fans, we look forward to these concerts for months. Some people plan entire trips around them. But imagine standing in an open-air stadium in sweltering heat for hours. Even before the show starts, your body's already exhausted. You can't enjoy the performance if you're worried about passing out. So honestly, as disappointing as this news is, I totally respect the decision. Galaxy Corporation explained that they've been monitoring the situation closely and saw the rising number of heat stroke cases. Given that Rajamangala is an outdoor venue, it was simply too risky. And you know what? I appreciate that they didn't just go ahead and hope for the best. They prioritized safety over profit, which, let's be real, not every agency would do. They haven't completely canceled the show though, so don't worry. The concert is only postponed, and they're already working to find a new venue and date. They specifically mentioned that they want to avoid both the heat wave and the rainy season, which is another thoughtful move. Can you imagine it getting rescheduled only to be ruined by monsoon rains? Also, let's talk about the timing. The announcement came before ticket sales even started. That's really important because it means fans aren't left scrambling for refunds or stressing over whether their tickets will still be valid. It was proactive, and that deserves some credit. Now, I want to hear from you guys, especially if you're in Thailand or were planning to attend the Bangkok show. How do you feel about the postponement? Are you relieved? Disappointed? Both? Let's talk in the comments, because honestly, this kind of situation really highlights how climate change and rising temperatures are starting to affect the entertainment industry too. I mean, think about it. Outdoor concerts have always been iconic. Huge crowds, sky full of lights, open air. It's a vibe. But with heat waves like this becoming more frequent, are outdoor concerts becoming too risky? Do you think agencies will start choosing more indoor venues in the future? I'd love to know what you think. And can we also just appreciate how transparent the communication has been from Galaxy Corporation and GD's team? They issued a full statement, took accountability, and reassured fans that something even better is coming. They even said they're preparing something that fans will remember for a long time. That kind of language makes me hopeful that G-Dragon will really try to make it up to his Thai fans with something special. Maybe an upgraded stage design? Exclusive performances? Surprise guests? Let's manifest, okay? Also, a quick side note, G-Dragon is still continuing his world tour. He's currently in Taiwan and will head to Malaysia, Indonesia, Hong Kong, and beyond. So this isn't a cancellation of the whole tour, just a careful rescheduling of one location due to circumstances totally out of his control. But I do think this situation raises a really interesting question. How much responsibility should artists and agencies have in protecting fans from environmental risks at concerts? Should weather considerations be just as important as ticket pricing or venue capacity? Because in this case, I feel like they really set a good example. And speaking of setting a good example, I want to point out something that sometimes gets overlooked: how G-Dragon himself has handled this. Even though the official statement came from the agency, it's clear that the artist is involved in these decisions. The message included a personal apology from GD, expressing regret and asking fans for understanding. That's not just PR talk. That's a veteran artist who respects his fans and values their well-being more than just putting on a show. G-Dragon has always been known for being innovative, not only in his music and fashion, but also in how he interacts with fans. And this decision, it shows maturity. He's not chasing hype at the cost of fan safety. I think that's why fans stay loyal to him year after year. There's a level of trust that he's not going to put them in harm's way just to keep up with a tight schedule. But you know what else this makes me think about? The experience of a concert. Because sometimes when plans change like this, fans feel like the magic is gone. But maybe, just maybe, this rescheduling could turn into something even better. What if the new venue ends up being more intimate? What if the delay gives GD time to add new songs or elements to the set list? And that's something I want to ask you guys. If you were in charge of planning the rescheduled Bangkok concert, what would you do to make it extra memorable? Drop your creative ideas in the comments. Would you add fan events? Surprise encore songs? Maybe free merch as a thank you for waiting? Let's build a fantasy concert plan together, BuzzFam. Also, I want to shout out Thai fans for your patience. It must be really frustrating to have to wait longer for a concert you were already counting down to. But your safety matters, your health matters. And honestly, this pause doesn't take anything away from your passion. If anything, it highlights how dedicated you are. The fact that this news is even trending right now shows how powerful the Thai K-pop fandom is. Now switching gears just a little, let's talk about the bigger picture of this tour. Übermancy. This isn't just a concert series, it's a statement. G-Dragon's comeback has been full of bold visuals, experimental sounds, and a kind of artistic direction that really sets him apart from other solo acts. So it makes sense that every show is carefully planned to deliver a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And if they're promising that the new date and venue will create a special time that fans will remember for a long time, you know they're going to deliver. This is G-Dragon we're talking about. The man doesn't do anything halfway. Let me also throw this out there. Do you think other artists and agencies will start following this kind of protocol in the future? Like having a weather contingency plan or building flexibility into the tour schedule just in case something like this happens again? With the way global temperatures are rising, it feels like that could become a normal part of planning. And finally, just a small reminder to everyone attending concerts this summer, whether it's in Asia or anywhere else, please take care of yourselves. Bring water, stay in the shade when you can, know the signs of heat stroke, and don't be afraid to step away if your body is telling you something's off. No artist wants their fans getting sick just to prove their dedication. You can love your faves and take care of yourself at the same time. So to wrap it up, yes, the Bangkok leg of G-Dragon's tour is postponed. And yes, it's disappointing. But it's also a reminder that real fandom includes mutual care. GD and his team made a hard but responsible choice, and I'm honestly proud of how the K-pop community is responding. There's a lot of respect being shown on both sides. Let's continue the conversation in the comments. If you had tickets or were planning to go, tell us how you're feeling. If you've been to any Übermancy tour stops already, share what the vibe was like. And if you just love G-Dragon and want to manifest an even better comeback show in Thailand, let's talk about that too. You know how we do here on Anyang Buzz. We don't just drop the news, we talk about it like a real fandom. So make sure you hit that like button if you found this video helpful, subscribe for more K-pop updates and deep dives, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next video. Buzzing out for now.